Alright, what is up, everybody? There's no audio in the background because this music will get me pretty much copyrighted, so. Can't have any audio until it actually starts because I learned my lesson last couple times. For some reason, the music they have is copyrighted during like the art portion of the stream. It's really dumb. Hopefully the audio is good though. Let me know, guys, once it starts. Let me if the audio is too silent or if it needs to be turned up a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure. I tested a little bit before I started, but I didn't have much time to actually fully test. Also, congrats to Mr. X. He actually made it on the art portion of the update show. Community Spotlight. Congrats to him. Alright.
My name is Gerald, and I'll be your host for today. You may know me as High-Res Drool.
Let me know how the audio is. If it's a little bit silent, at least the stream is. I can always turn that up a little bit more.
Boys, Fish and Nico, and we'll be talking about all the new stuff coming to the realm. How are you guys doing today?
Well, I, for one, am feeling great, and I think it's just fortuitous that we have the RWBY update and we have High-Res Jewel as our community manager, show host. RWBY being also a Jewel, and I was, RWBY, but whatever, it's all good. I'm feeling good. I'm excited for this one.
Close enough. Well,
just right. I can get a little gym in my forehead, which is always nice.
You position it just right, yeah. Well,
High-Res Jewel, finally.
All right, what do you guys
the
say?
Fake community manager.
Let's do it.
All right, moving on to the first thing. Let's talk about the new game balance changes coming to the realm. Starting off with some general updates to the items.
What cards?
Yeah, I
okay.
can talk through these real quick. All right, so one of the things that has been something we've been talking about for a while now, we are converting almost all killing blow effects or killing blow cards to elimination effects instead. The intention here is to reduce a lot of the frustration for especially like reset builds where I need to have the final hit, I need to have the killing blow to gain the effect, and my teammate, who is ostensibly helping me by shooting the enemy, is in fact taking away from my gameplay experience because I didn't get the killing blow. So there are some notable exceptions. Specifically, I believe there are two cards, at least one for Tyra and one for Lex, that deal specifically with like marking mechanics and killing blows against a marked target. We felt that those were thematically appropriate to leave.
Well, that makes sense. Of course.
Have been converted to eliminations instead, and you'll see those listed on the patch notes under each champion for each stage.
Yeah, and then we've got a couple item store changes as well.
This is a huge buff for stuff like Buck and Leon, though. Leon has a bunch of elimination cards, and Buck has a bunch of elimination cards, and like killing blow cards. That's a huge buff for both of those.
Both Haven and Veteran, and we still want both these items to have a spot in builds, but we want to make it a little bit more difficult to try to emphasize both of them and still have the rest of your build fully functional. We've made some changes to Guardian scaling and Illuminate pricing, but more than that, we've also replaced...
Are they stupid? Are they dumb?
Lethality.
Instead of nerfing Haven, they're buffing Haven. They're increasing the cost, but they're buffing Haven. Are they fucking stupid?
So, some cool stuff in the item store, too.
Awesome. And we also have a couple of minor scaling changes, I believe, for Guardian. We increased the scaling value to 7%. And
do they play their own game?
Illuminate cost has increased from 150 to 175 per level. I do want to point out, especially for the item balance changes, your feedback's going to be super, super valuable in PTS.
Guardian?
Especially with
I guess Guardian sucks. Doesn't matter.
Cost for Haven and Veteran, and where that lands as far as how quickly, how easily can you fit both into a full build? Are you still buying them both first? That kind of thing. So if you have feedback, please let us know.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And also to let everyone know at home,
And then
patches
increase
will
the
be
cost of
posted pretty
Illuminates.
officially,
Wow, I can't
so you
wait to
guys
play
can
against
get the
more
full list of
Sky
changes coming.
and not being able to deal with Sky
All right.
anymore. Just let
Now
her
let's move
farm
into
my
some of the champion
mid-tier
changes.
ranked
Let's talk about
games.
Androxus.
Androxus. I will take Androxus.
Oh shit.
All right, so
Here we go, guys.
Another thing that we've been talking about for a while now. We finally pulled the trigger, so to speak. Haha, gun joke. On this change is
Oh shit, this is a big change.
We are making Cursed Revolver Androxus's base weapon. He's also getting a slight damage nerf with this. Numbers can change in PTS, obviously, but now Cursed Revolver is the way that Androxus plays at base. This opens up an opportunity to choose another talent in addition, and then Cursed Revolver, the talent will be.
Are they bringing back
reworked.
Darkstalker? Are we getting his old talent brought back?
Is your revolver applies an effect that lasts for 2 seconds, which deals damage at an interval, and that damage increases per tick the longer it remains on the enemy, with a maximum damage. So if you keep hitting the enemy with the revolver, the effect will refresh on the enemy, and the damage will scale up to a maximum value per tick. And as long as you keep that dot on the enemy, they'll keep taking damage until it falls off.
That is so fucking useless. That is not even funny. That is one of the worst talent changes they could have ever created for Androxus. I'm sorry. That is garbage.
They are essentially the same effect, but delivered a different way.
If that was a change for somebody on the AOC, they need to be fucking let go. Gosh, is that a garbage suggestion?
And Vengeance is now healing after hitting at least one enemy with Defiance rather than killing blows.
Awesome. And I see here that Sky is getting some significant changes to her stealth. You guys want to talk about that?
Sky changes? Oh, shit.
So the little small stuff, we increased the range of her wrist crossbow up to 55. The tooltip was incorrectly saying that she had a range of 30. That was not right. It was actually 45, so it's not as big of a change as it may sound. We have reworked her preparation.
Does Sky even need buffs? Like, I think she's balanced the way she is. Why is she getting buffed? Do they not know how to fucking, like, actually take into consideration, like, where their characters are in the game and what their purpose is?
By 75% and increase your movement speed by 20%.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to those changes. Moving around fast is really what I need in that character.
I don't even think that's good.
And then
I don't think that's going to be good. Exactly. That's even worse than it actually currently is.
About Grover, who looks like he's getting his healing.
You get movement speed, but like one of your abilities is pretty much useless.
Check the patch notes after, because I wrote like a really punny dev commentary. I hope you enjoy it. But essentially, we're reworking a number of Grover's talents. So we'll go through all the changes, but essentially, so Blossom. We are decreasing the burst healing on Blossom from 800 to 650, but it now essentially has Rampant Blooming's effects, or previous Rampant Blooming's effects at base. So it now also applies a healing over time effect for 300 over 2.5 seconds on hit. We are also making sure that he can see his own effect radius for the healing circle. That's something that's just a big quality of life.
That's actually a huge quality of life change. That should have been in the game a long time ago.
And then for Crippling Throw, we're increasing the base damage a little bit, 400 to 425. And for Throwing Axe, actually this is something that you'll note for a number of champions, but many of the champions that have the ability to launch themselves into the air, notable examples being Grover, Anara with her Flying Wall card, Bomb King, Poppy Bomb are having their midair inaccuracy on their in-hands or other abilities removed.
I mean, that's a cool quality of life change, but I don't think you needed that.
And then we are reworking Deep Roots and reworking Rampant Blooming. So Deep Roots has had a number of changes, number of iterations. Frustration with, we want Grover to be a utility. Right, leave that identity intact. But
stick to the points, Kevin.
I'm sorry, I had to get a couple in there. But the effect itself, especially the crippling chain that we had previously, was becoming a frustration. So the new Deep Roots, so Crippling Throw chains to nearby enemies, causing a healing aura to spawn around them. So hitting an enemy will chain to other enemies, and allies that are near those enemies will be healed over time.
That is one of the most
And then we also
useless
reworked the
talents I
Rampant
think
Blooming.
I've ever seen them
Instead,
rework
so the
a talent
Rampant
into.
Blooming went into Blossom
What the
Base,
fuck?
and the new Rampant Blooming is heal for a burst of 500 and an additional 300 over 2 seconds at your location when you finish vining. So you vine, and
Grover's
then
dead,
you get
y'all.
there, you burst heal.
Least damage
With
Grover.
a heal over time
That's
component
good.
as well.
Sick of good
So
damage Grover.
a lot of Tree of Life stuff going
Now
on.
you can just play him as a healer like he's supposed to be played. That's nice.
Puns, I'll be honest.
It actually might be a good thing.
Kind of
Just
branched
never
out
stops.
several areas there, but we got it done.
It never stops, yeah.
No more deep roots.
All right, and
You
then
gotta
let's
run
talk
him as a
about,
support now,
one of my
actually.
favorite
Instead of
champions,
playing him like a
because I'm
fucking
truly
hybrid
bored.
damage character.
Let's talk about Kinessa. What's happening with her?
Sure. Yeah, so a lot of the theme of this
Oh
patch
no,
is
here you guys,
buffs,
all the people that are
ships,
bitching and complaining,
which
she's dead.
the more
Kinessa's
significant
dead.
nerfs. We've heard some complaints. So for her,
Good knowing you. It was good knowing you, Kinessa.
Outside of the
Community
sniper
bitching
mode,
and complaining, you're dead.
damage from 180 to 170.
Fucking
In the
dumbasses.
sniper mode,
You
we're
can't
adding
keep your
some
fucking mouth shut. You gotta
charge
bitch and
damage
complain about everything.
up to 1.2 seconds. She's also getting some decreased accuracy in the air and after jumping. That being said, for Transporter, we are slightly reducing the time before she teleports from 1.1 second to 0.95 seconds. Her mines were feeling rather oppressive from community sentiment. So one of the highly requested changes, they no longer target mounted enemies, so that they will not dismount. We've also
No longer dismounting mines? Yeah, good luck. Kinessa's dead, y'all.
We're adding a 0.25 second pre-fire.
1 second to 1.2 second charge time? That's crazy. That's a huge nerf. She's dead. Kinessa is dead.
In addition to
This is what you wanted, guys. This is what everybody wanted. Kinessa being killed into the ground for no reason.
So the mines, while stronger, will happen less frequently. And then her generator card, we've reduced the scaling from 1.5 seconds to 1.2 second. So hopefully Kinessa is a little bit more manageable on the enemy team.
Unneeded. Everything here was absolutely unneeded. She got nerfed into the fucking ground for no reason because a few major, bigger streamers and content creators started bitching, and the community jumped on the bandwagon. You guys are fucking pathetic.
I mean, I see why the changes are made.
Fucking pathetic.
Anyways, so once again, to let everyone know, patch notes will be dropping after the show, so you can see the full list of balance changes, and there are quite a bit of them this time around. So follow us on socials and keep your eye out for those.
There's more balance changes, I guess, too. I'll have to check that out.
And move over to some of the bug fixes and quality of life changes coming to this patch.
There better be some salty nerfs in there. There really better be.
And I can, Fish, if you want, we can alternate these.
Go for it.
But I also wanted to say, yeah, as Jarrell mentioned, we have a whole host of stuff, of balance changes that you see on the patch notes. So those are just kind of some of the high points. We also have even a ROM subservience rework. So keep an eye out for the patch notes after the show.
Yeah, ROM's getting reworked. How bad do you guys want to think that talent is? It'll be worse.
Specifically, this Cassie thing.
They can't rework a talent for shit. That'll be worse.
Ever. It's been on the backlog. Every once in a while, I get free time. I try to look at it, and we haven't been able to fix it. But finally, Cassie, Timber, and Tinder are now distinct as they should be, separate skins with different colors. Finally, and then we had a
audio issues. Wow, it took them long enough.
And then believe me, I know. I personally have experienced it. The audio issues that you guys have been reporting to us, we are that is a huge focus for us right now. So we are in the middle of investigating.
They don't even know how to fix it? They don't even know how to fix it, huh? That's why it's not fixed. They don't even know how to fix their own game.
But yeah, just a heads up. Still looking into that.
With that free rewards quest,
I feel bad for anybody that's jumping over to this game with RWBY and first finding this game and wanting to play with these new skins and the collaboration. I feel bad for you guys. You guys are in for a treat.
You've already received the rewards for it for watching the free reward video.
Awesome. And again, believe it or not, we do listen to you guys, and I do see your tweets about all of the stuff that's happening and all the stuff that we can fix, and we are trying very hard to work on these things, especially with the audio issue. I know ever since the last patch, we've been working very hard to fix that for you guys.
Sure you have.
So if anything ever comes up, just,
whatever.
Hit me up on Twitter. And
it shouldn't take more than a month to fix that. I'm sorry. Any other game would have that already fixed.
All right. And with that said, let's move on to these new custom settings.
Yeah, this is exciting. We've been working on this for a while, and little things pushed it back a couple patches. But we're really excited to finally bring them to you. We've added
Hey,
some
more custom
options that
game
we use
settings.
internally to our
Finally.
LTMs for our
That's
game
great.
modes
That's a
that
plus.
can
I like
now
that.
be just you can modify any custom match that you create from the advanced settings menu. Let's see. I think we've added some starting credits, some cooldown reduction, movement speed, changes like that. So definitely try it out. I think there's some fun opportunities for creating your own favorite versions of your own custom limited time matches. So definitely have fun
I checked if
with
the
that.
patch notes are up just so I can look what other balance changes there are, and the
Yeah,
patch
so
notes aren't up
outside
yet
of
for some
that,
reason.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no
Somebody's
problem.
slacking on the patch notes. They're not up yet
Yeah,
for
outside of
whatever
that, we've done a
stupid
number of quality
reason.
of life changes. Some of these are focused on new players, but they'll benefit everyone. We have changed our free champion roster. We've
Ultimate
added a new
cooldown,
form ability.
credits,
We've forked
in-hand
people out
attacks,
for
damage
champions that new players
multipliers.
tend
That's really cool.
to
Global
have a
movement
little more
speed.
success with, so make it a little easier
That's nice.
to learn the game for new
Finally
players.
something else.
We've also unified the ability order. There was one order for the centered HUD. There was one order for the non-centered HUD. There's another order for the champion screen. There's another order for the K or ability screen. And now all of those should be unified. If you had previously set to centered or non-centered, your HUD order should be preserved. For new players starting out, it's going to be this new same order that's in the other places. So it'll either be down to 2 orders for people using the legacy options or just one for new players. And we've also added auto buy that can be toggled in the item source screen itself. So that'll be more convenient. Previously, you'd have to go to the settings and you wouldn't be able to toggle it back on. So that should help out as well.
Awesome. And then we earlier we posted a blog post stating that we are changing the free champions that are available to
New
all new
champions.
players.
Who cares?
Can we talk about
Can we
that
get to
and
the
why we're making
skins or
those
stuff
changes
that
a little bit?
actually matters?
Yeah, Kevin, you want that one?
New map,
Sure. Yeah.
new champion, something, please.
So it's been something, again, I'm kind of repeating myself. This is like the third time, but it's been something that's been on our minds for a while now. This is a really good update opportunity for a number of changes that have been either on the back burner or kind of in the works for a while. But so for the new champion changes, there were some champions in the current free rotation who we felt didn't accurately represent or were slightly more difficult for newer players to kind of get a sense of, okay, so this is what this role does, or okay, this is, the relative level of complexity for this role or this champion or Paladins as a game. So in addition to kind of keeping things a little bit fresh, we also wanted to make sure that players had an opportunity to play
Boring.
with champions that we felt better represented.
Whatever.
A good showing for new.
It doesn't really
players
matter that
specifically,
much. It's a new player. Like
as
they'll
an
play
intro into
something and then
Paladins.
they're gonna
So we
move
made some
off and
changes,
play
plenty
something
of
else
changes,
anyways. It doesn't really
in
matter that
coordination
much.
with marketing and
Whatever.
everyone to kind of
Get on to
shift
something else,
closer,
please.
to find kind of that good middle ground for those different champions.
I don't know if you guys can find the patch notes, let me know, because I can't. They're not on their website
Champions that
for
were
whatever
previously
reason.
free,
I'm trying to
existing
look and there's
players will
no
have
patch notes
those
there.
unlocked for them. So champions
Maybe they
as much
posted them in the
for champions
Discord
that
or
you already
something. I
have
don't know.
mastery in out of the free, you will still have access to. And then we've updated the deluxe and gold editions so that the ones that are not free will now be available in those DLC.
Awesome. And again, if you guys want more information, we did post a blog post about it, so you guys can just check that out. All right, and now let's get into some of the spicier content, starting with a visual update to Trade District. We got a preview of this shiny new coat of paint, so let's take a look.
I gotta turn that off. That'll get me copyrighted. That music's gonna get me copyrighted. I don't know why they use copyrighted music during these. So it's pretty much a visual update for Trade District. Who cares? Visual update, that's it. That is all it is for Trade District. I think the entire map needs some type of rework, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It needs more than a visual rework. Like, if this is all we're getting to, like, where is the new map? Where is the new map? Where is the new map? It's going to take a lot more than a visual rework. I'm sorry. We need more than a visual rework. Lacking content still, guys. We're really lacking content so far.
Majestic? No?
Majestic.
You tried. Was there anything you guys want to talk about with the new visual update?
I mean, there are a couple high points. So obviously, the magistrate art has been updated. There are some row houses. There are some updated props. The art outside of the map gives a better feel of a grandiose space with the large city outside, and then you can see in the distance some towers from Stone Keep to also kind of give you a sense of the context of the space, and all these changes combined just make it feel kind of grand in a way that the old one didn't do as well. So very happy with that.
I'd also like to point out that there are different resources and teams that go into like a visual update versus an entirely new map. So we still do have cool things coming out in the future, but we're also really enjoying. I think this is the last of the Magistrate City maps. That we after we.
I guess the patch notes are supposed to be out after the update show, so we'll find out.
Just keeping that fidelity high is our goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is definitely one of the maps that I'm most familiar with, and it's good to see a new coat of paint on this one.
I don't know, I don't even care. Why are we updating Trade District? The map is so fucking old, and it's a TDM map that pretty much nobody plays anyways.
Some of the community news happening in
it is a TDM map. If you're gonna waste that time, give us a new map, please.
With, this month,
again, no content this patch. We're gonna be lacking content so far. There is nothing to sink our teeth into.
Away an exclusive spray to celebrate the occasion. Play any 2 non-bot games and get your hands on this spray to show your support. Which I think the spray actually looks sick. This whole graffiti look.
I think it's a cool style.
Yeah. It's got love and 2022 in there. Very cool stuff.
Hopefully Octavia gets nerfed too. Hopefully there's some nerfs for Octavia in this patch notes once they go live here in a little bit.
You have until, I think, tomorrow to claim the skin. So if you haven't already, go ahead and log onto your Prime Gaming and claim the skin. And I'm a huge fan of all the Monster Cat stuff that came out, and Boss Fight Koga is definitely one of the better ones that have come out. And then also, speaking of Prime Gaming, we have a new skin coming with Defrag Dinara.
That's not a new skin. That's not a new skin. That's a recolor. That's not a new skin.
For more info.
If it's Prime Gaming, though, I don't care. I would rather have that behind Prime Gaming than an actual new skin. So, good choice, Irez. You put a recolor behind Prime Gaming like you're supposed to. There you go. They're learning, guys. They're learning, everybody.
The Beyond Science chest. Let's take a look at her.
They're actually putting the recolors behind. Oh, holy shit! What the fuck is this?
This is a continuation of
the Lilith?
Previous Stellar Sisters.
Is this Lilith?
Deal that we had going on. So now we have Stellar Witch Lilith.
That's Lilith, guys. Holy fuck. That looks cool. Show us in game. That looks really cool.
I'm a huge fan of the whole magical girl skin line stuff.
That looks really cool. I'll give them that. This skin looks great.
During this turnaround, we even have, I think, a couple voice lines ready to queue, right?
Yep, we got some voice lines, so let's hear them.
I don't know.
I want to skip school and become a princess.
How does her weapon work though? Her weapon's a stuffed animal. How does that work?
Cool.
But yeah,
that's just
is that her actual weapon, or is that like a prop?
All of our, I thought we did really well with this update. You'll hear a little.
I don't really care for her face, but otherwise she looks pretty good. Her face looks a little bit eh.
Voice talent did really well this time, so very excited, and I love this. I actually really enjoyed the Stellar Sisters.
Maybe it's just because of the turnaround, though. I don't know. We'll wait to see her in game. Show us in game, please.
I think it's a great skin for her.
Cool, gemstone textures, which is fun. I like the floating wings, the little knitted pet. There's a lot of cool details in that.
It's a huge contrast from her base skin. All right, and now let's get into what everyone came here for. Let's talk about the RWBY crossover pass.
Yeah.
Please don't play the trailer again. Please.
Stuff.
Please don't play the trailer.
Yeah, let's see it.
Maybe just from the turnaround, it looks okay. It looks pretty damn good, apart from the face, at least for me. I like the entire thing apart from the face, but maybe it'll look different once we actually if they would actually show us it in game. I'm assuming that's like a direct purchase skin or locked behind a chest. It's probably a chest skin.
Anime like that. That's
Who cares?
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It was
For
really
the people that have a ton of
incredible.
money to just waste.
I was just going to mention talking or working with. We had some of the original voice talent actually. We were able to work with for these skins, which I'm going ahead.
I don't know
a little
about
bit,
you
but it
guys,
was
but
really,
I
really
feel like this
cool to be able
patch
to
is just
see-
lacking content.
they've been
We have no new
working with this
champion and no
character
new
so
map.
long, so they just
Like,
got
we're
right
really
into
lacking
the
content.
character rather
This
than,
is all we
the
have.
original
This is like
characters
the
who would come
last
up
thing
with
we're
other
getting
skins.
probably.
So, they were
Unless
like,
they're
okay,
saving
these are the
something
ones, all right,
huge.
let's do it, and it flowed super naturally. It was
We're
really
really
awesome.
lacking content for this next update.
And I'm super excited.
It is
for
going to
this
be a
too, 'cause,
boring
Big
patch.
fan of Rooster Teeth. Big fan of Monty rest in peace. But super hyped to see this, and judging by the community's reaction, everyone is super hyped for this.
Really excited with how it turned out.
I mean, props to everybody that's finding the
But let's
game through
go, let's
RWBY
get
though.
into it and
If you guys
talk
looked at
about
like their
what you
Twitter
guys could
video,
see
like
in
it
this
has like
update.
almost 250,000 views in the span of like a day.
So starting
So
off
people
as the
obviously care
instant
about
reopening, you get
RWBY
the
still
Battle Pass
for whatever
with a,
reason.
crossover
Even though
pass
it's like an
with
older like
Ruby
TV
Road
show or
4.
anime or whatever it is,
It is not only a
it
scythe,
still
it
has
is
a
also
following
a
and it still has a fan
high-impact
base.
sniper rifle.
So
That's right. It's also a gun. I think that's been a request like since Vora has been around. Is that scythe?
Give
So
Vora a gun.
I think everyone.
I mean, she
saw
looks
this
great.
coming,
Like
but yeah, there she
these
is in
skins are
game,
gonna
and
look
she
really
looks
good.
great.
Fora looks
And
great.
also
Like
we
that
have
looks
some
really good.
Some voice lines from the voice
That
actors.
looks great.
So let's take a listen to those.
That's why we're here. To make the world better. Now let's go, team.
Sounds really good too.
Just like the show.
Not even bad. I mean, these skins are gonna be great. Like I have no problem with these
personally,
skins. They're all gonna look really good.
I'm a huge fan of these.
My main complaint is lack of
from
content for this
season
update.
Season 7
We have
outfits.
nothing.
They look great in game.
It's not
we have
even
some
considered an
gameplay
update. It's
footage,
balance and
so
then a
let's
new
go into
battle
those.
pass. That's it. How do you consider this an update?
good vantage point.
That's the problem with not releasing a new champion every
They're
patch.
stuck.
You lack content, and
Stuck
people don't have
for
anything to
Envy.
actually sink their teeth into
Yeah,
every
she's
patch.
looking absolutely fantastic.
That's how they're. Look at the cape. Look at the cape. Look at the cape.
I think everyone on social media kind of knew that.
Oh,
Vora would
there's some
get the
nice
Ruby
bugs.
skin.
Some nice bugs. Didn't fix that.
For obvious reasons.
It's a good fit. Yeah.
Some nice visual bugs when they're trying to show us.
Oh, rest in peace. I am
Relatable
a huge
content right
fan of scythes.
It looks
so
really
anytime we
good,
get
though.
A different scythe or a different visual update on the scythe, I am here for.
I mean, you think it would look
Very
good though,
excited.
because
Not
Zephora
only
fits
for
Ruby
Ruby, but
Rose
also
like,
to
perfectly.
see Vora get
That is like the
nerfed.
best fitting champion out of all the characters they're going to give
And
us.
it looks
So it
great in
should look
game.
good.
I
It should
love
be the best one out of
rose
all of them.
petals that come out when.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Show us
The
her
rose
alt.
petals that come
What's
out
her alt
looks
sound
great.
like?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Flippy, like leaves or flower petals is another aesthetic that I really enjoy.
That's really cool.
I like how we've done it here.
Team Ruby approaches.
Man, it is
Good
just a
knowing you,
great looking
Fernando.
skin. Goodbye.
He can't even get his alt to work.
All right.
He can't even get his alt to work. It's bugged.
All right. And
He
then,
can't even get his
you guys
fucking
wanna
alt to
move on
work.
the next one?
Oh, there he got it to work.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
That doesn't even want to work.
Can't say
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
So the next
Spray on
skin
the body.
that's
If you're gonna showcase shit in the update show, like at least make sure it
level
works
9
first.
Unlock Yang Zhao Long Imani. And I think it's also a perfect fit too. One of my
Imani.
personal favorite characters from the show.
I was really pleasantly surprised with how well all these characters kind of
See how this looks.
meshed onto.
How did this actually fit? Like, I'm
Paladins.
curious
I
on
think
how they
the
made these
skins turned out
characters
really
fit
well
with
as far as
Sati, Furia, and
matching,
Imani.
which is always something you look for in a crossover pass like this.
It
I mean, they look good. They nailed how good they look. They look really good.
Proportions, what has similar weapons, what has similar abilities, right? And I agree. I like how we found fits for them, and I think it turned out very well.
Mhm. Yeah, and I totally agree. And again, here she is with her season 7 outfit, which I think looks great. And we got some voice lines queued up, so let's listen to those.
You don't know the first thing about strength. You might be powerful, but that doesn't make you strong.
Yeah, she's my
It's true.
favorite.
Grover's my favorite.
It could be worse. It could be for a champion that I never play.
Select your
When
champion.
she got a skin in Smite, they gave her a skin for Terra. It was Yang
Yeah, I think she
Terra,
turned out
and I've never
fantastic.
played
So
it.
let's go ahead and take a
I've
look at
played
her
Terra
in-game
maybe and
top.
used that skin maybe like 2 times in the span of like 3 years. It could be worse.
And yeah, I think Imani was a great fit for her.
I don't know. I don't know about how she moves. Her moving looks a little bit weird. It doesn't really fit her that off
Gauntlets.
that much. I think she would move a lot differently.
The gauntlets and the
They didn't nail that
yeah.
right. That looks too much like Imani, not like Yang.
First person.
She walks really weird.
Thought out, and I really enjoy it.
And again, I'm just super pleased with how things turned out in game.
I mean, it looks cool, but like
Shadow's
I don't
always
think her
the entire
abilities make
team,
sense. Like I don't watch the show. I watched maybe like
skins.
I think I watched season 1 halfway through.
Especially is always putting in work.
I don't know if her abilities actually make sense. Like
and
they
I
look
think they
cool, but I don't know if
translated,
that actually
like,
fits.
really well. So I'm super hyped to actually.
I don't know.
play
Maybe
these
I'm
skins
wrong.
in-game.
Absolutely. These are going to be a lot of fun.
The VFX are.
I think Vora's gonna be the one that looks the
stunning,
best, for obvious reasons, because that's the one that
honestly.
fits
Shout out to
best.
them.
The rest are gonna be kind of eh.
Fire feels very fitting
They'll
for
look
this.
good. I mean, she looks good, but like I don't know about the abilities.
All right.
Ooh,
What is that?
Oh, try
that's
again.
a grim-looking dragon.
Grim Dragon? Is that what that's supposed to be?
That's my favorite part of the show when this happens.
Remember that time Yang summons a grim dragon?
All right.
I mean, it looks great. Like the skin looks great, but there's a few things about it that just don't really make sense or aren't really. They should have worked on a lot better. Like her walking animation still looks like Imani. It doesn't really look like Yang.
Sati, which I think is also another good fit.
Sati Blake
I
Belladonna.
see
Let's see
that.
how they
I
did
think it's
this
really
one.
cool.
How does this make sense? How did they make this one try to make sense?
S tier. But yeah, I think she's a great fit for the champion because she has the shadow clones and she can put down her clone. And I think it fits really well.
Pistol turned out.
The pistol does look great. And we
I
have
don't
some
know.
voice lines for her, so let's listen.
I mean, she looks good, but I don't know about you guys, but I play Sati like most people play Sati for the booty. You can't see that on this skin.
Right.
And this character in particular was one of the this character is one of the ones I was able to work with writing the script and working with the talent.
One of her
And
best
she's
things,
kind
one
of-
of
for those who
Sati's
aren't
best
super familiar
things
with
is
Ruby, she's
gone.
kind of like that more somber vibe, which you can kind of see even with the color palette. And it was really fun. And I think
I mean, the gun looks good though. The gun looks really good. I don't know about the skin.
Obviously, I talked about before.
We'll see how it looks in game.
Especially and the
Show
skin.
us in game, please.
I don't think I've seen a pistol with a blade quite like that. But I just really cool.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at her in game.
I mean, she looks okay. I still think Ruby Rose is the best one so far. The other two look okay. The gun's probably the best thing about this skin. I think the gun's actually better than this skin. Just for the weapon skin alone. Like, that's better than actual Blake. That's cool. Gun's good.
Exhaust.
They didn't even change the coin. The coin's the exact same. Why is that the same?
Manually exhausted after fighting against Blake Belladonna. Look at the cutout. Isn't that fun?
The skin on that cutout,
That's beautiful.
Okay.
I know.
I know that is the extra mile from our art team to reskin our deployables like that. So that I really like the way it turned out.
Yeah, I think it turned out great. And Sati being one of the champions that I like playing the most, I'm definitely going to get that.
Alt looks good. I don't know. I think out of all the ones we've seen so far, this is probably the worst one.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The level 29
I think the gun's actually better than the Blake Belladonna skin. I really do. I think the gun's actually better.
Furia.
Yeah. It's a good sword.
Nah, bro, they didn't nerf Sati's booty. It's behind her coat. You can't see it on that skin.
Really cool Very ice.
Let's see how Weiss looks. I don't know. Hopefully she's decent.
Smooth and cool.
She looks really cool.
Weiss
Weiss looks
Schnee.
good.
Of the Schnee family, and yeah, she
the Schnee
looks
family.
fantastic in the game too.
I don't know. She's my second favorite one. I like Ruby Rose, and then my second favorite's Weiss.
She looks so good. She might be one of my favorite ones, honestly.
This might be my
Yeah, I
new
think she turned out
main
really well.
Furia skin.
All right, and then we have.
Like
a
I just don't know how it would make sense with Fury though. Like how does it make sense with?
The Schnee family legacy is mine to uphold.
Show us
I
in
did
game.
so as a huntress.
She is
Now,
definitely one of
It's
my
an interesting
favorites.
mix of like formal and action at the same time. Like there's a button-up jacket and a long,
It's a combat
wide-
skirt.
Mhm.
right?
She's
love the way that weapon turned
definitely
out as
the
well.
definitely like the princess type esque character, which is my personal weakness, honestly.
And of course, we love a gun sword.
Right?
Is she supposed to have
So
wings?
really-
I didn't know Weiss has
But
wings.
yes, she looks fantastic.
I mean, I guess Furia has wings, but
Almost
I don't know
has,
about
like,
Weiss.
Sabery vibes.
Furia usually has wings, but I don't know about her.
All
That's
right,
probably
let's
one
take a
thing they
look at
took
her
away.
in game.
She looks really good though. Not bad.
Oh yeah.
Probably the
Very
second
cool.
best one, right behind Ruby.
I mean,
Weiss and Ruby are the
Ruby
best ones.
looks, very intimidating.
I don't know. I don't know how. Like
As
the
it
problem
should
with like,
be.
why does she
Oh, it
move the
looks
same as
great in
Furia?
game.
I don't
know,
understand.
isn't that amazing? Changing
Look at
that
the weapon,
fire
though.
strike into
Look
an
at the
ice
weapon.
beam,
The weapon
yeah,
looks
ice
great.
effects coming out.
The weapon looks
Oh,
great
they're
though.
very cool.
Off of it. Yep.
You weren't lying.
I wasn't lying. Check out that, yeah, healing VFX.
That's really cool.
With the snowflakes, it looks great.
Yeah, it really permeates the whole kit in a way that's
I mean, they gave us a recolor in Prime Gaming earlier with that shitty recolor of digitized
this one
Inara,
may be
so
my
we shouldn't have
personal
anything
favorite.
behind Prime Gaming, at least that we know of until now.
And with my luck, it is the very last one that you unlock on the crossover pass, so I'll have to do some grinding for that.
Seems like you're gonna need to play some Paladins.
How much is it going to cost though?
Oh, no.
How much is it going to cost? Probably
Yes,
700 or 850
so far.
gems or crystals.
Awesome, awesome.
And that
Oh,
does it
and the
for
roaming emote.
the emotes look so good.
It still has the. I
So
like
that
how
does
the
it
the
for
emote still has the default
skins that
Furia's
come in the
voice.
crossover
That's
pass, but
that
we're
should have
not
been
done
changed.
yet. We have 2 more skins that are going to be included as a direct purchase.
We have
with
2 more
Salem
actually. I forgot
Ceres.
about these ones. These are direct purchase skins
There she is.
or
And this one
locked
is
behind a
so
chest.
sick.
I think they're
Looks
direct
fantastic.
purchase or a
Yeah.
chest.
Mhm.
Ceres, y'all. How many of you guys wanted a new
With the
Ceres
rim
skin?
behind
Not
her and
me,
everything,
Who
this
cares?
is this is probably my favorite splash art.
because Ceres needs more skins, right?
misty texture in front. That's very cool.
She has about 10 million skins already.
Love me some somber, dark magic. Check
I mean,
out
it
those
looks really
eyes.
good. It looks really good.
And those
Great,
kind of like
and-
veins of corruption. Oh, I love how that turned out.
She looks great, and I know I'm going to hate chasing her down because I can, for some reason, never get the elimination on Ceres.
Props to Hi-Rez too. They knew they were going to give
looks
Ceres a
fantastic, and we have
skin.
voice line for
So
her as
last
well.
patch they pretty much entirely reworked her to make her actually playable, so she sells more skins. That was really smart. If it comes to money, man, they sure know how to think. If it has to do with money, but anything
That's
else,
right,
they don't know what the fuck they're
arrive
doing.
before me, worms.
But if there's a dollar sign involved, man, they know what they're doing.
It doesn't take that much time for her to really create like, oh, I'm not supposed to like this person. This is a villain. Right? That's great.
She's
Very
kind
They
of
saw that her
mean.
play rate was garbage. She was like, oh man, she's going to be getting a
What gave
skin
it
later
away
this
was
year.
the red
We got to
veins,
make some changes so she gets played more, so she sells
I
more
think it was
skins.
Her voice drips with malevolence.
the black eyes.
The floating evil jellyfish, Seer. I know it has a name. It's Seer, but I don't know. I have a soft spot for for evil people in video games at least, and I think this turned out really well.
Yeah,
I
trust
don't
me.
know. I don't really care
I need
for it.
someone to bully me from time to time.
Then again, I never wanted another Sarah skin, so
Anyways, let's take a look at her in game.
I don't think Sarah should ever get another skin for another couple of years.
Nice.
How foreboding.
There's
the
Seer.
jellyfish.
Yeah, the evil jellyfish.
Those of you guys that like these type of skins, though, I guess it would be good for you guys, but I'm not getting this. It'll probably be like 800 crystals for a direct purchase, and then behind a
That's
chest,
a great emote.
behind about a 400 or 500 chest roll, locked with a bunch of other garbage.
And again, I think Saris is a perfect fit for Salem.
That cell shady style of the smoke is fun too.
Mm-hmm. Again, the VFX team killed it this time around with all of these skins.
Those orbs are fantastic. I'm liking them a lot.
All right, and then let's go into the last skin for the RWBY crossover. We have
I don't know.
Crow brand.
I mean, it looks cool and everything. What the fuck? That's Corvus.
Uncle Crow.
That's Corvus.
Yeah, he's here to teach me
Okay,
all about drinking.
that looks like Fernando.
The cool
That looks
thing
like that
is,
would be more of a
we haven't
Fernando
even seen it
skin.
in game yet, but I think the weapons turned out really well for this skin. So another really cool. And of course, I have a soft spot for Corvus, but yeah, really nice.
Didn't Corvus just get a skin too? He just got one for Halloween. Why does Corvus need another skin?
There he is. And once again, like
He just got one for Halloween,
the right champions for these skins.
like half a year ago. Why does Corvus need another skin?
For Crow.
Check out that blade. Now that is an offhand blade. Am I right?
I don't know. I mean, the blade looks cool, but how much
He
visual
also
clutter
has
is that
some
going to
voice
create?
lines for him too.
That's going to be a bunch of visual clutter. That's all that does. It looks cool, but man, is it going to create a bunch of visual clutter.
That's right, Crow, the harbinger
I don't know.
of bad luck.
I like the mix.
I don't even know who Crow is. Like, like I said, I don't really watch the series, but like, who is Crow, and like, how does he play into like the actual entire series?
Yeah, that's my casual
Somebody
word.
tell me in the
Look it
comments
up.
after I upload
When
this.
you have an interview at 5, but gotta save the
Like,
world
what
at
does he
7,
do,
you know what
and
I'm
where does he fit into this entire
Exactly.
series,
Sometimes it'd be
along with all the
Just
other
the one you
girls?
want, not the one you have.
exactly.
Seems like he's just a
Let's take
random
look at him
addition to
in
this.
game.
Like one of those background players that happens to
Yeah.
just get a skin or something.
Right, that sword does look fantastic as well.
I don't know. Like, it doesn't even look like Corvus. Like, that's the problem. Like, this skin doesn't even look like Corvus. It would fit Fernando or
Some
something
chunky
else.
weapon shots.
I think this would be a better Fernando skin, and Fernando doesn't even need any
That's
more skins.
classic.
Ooh, and it's a
Good
crow.
curves.
Ha!
It doesn't even look like him.
I love it.
It looks too far
That is
away and
fantastic.
too different than Corvus.
Fun fact, Corvus is actually based on the Latin word for crow, which turned out to be quite fortuitous. Because,
know.
you know, Corvus, crow.
I'm not buying this one, I can tell you that.
Easy peasy.
Or the Saris one.
Bird, yeah.
Those of you guys
Played
that
the
want
long
every single
game,
skin, though, props to you.
calculated. It was
You guys can buy these ones.
plans coming together.
I don't care for them. Alt's cool. That's about the best thing about him. He has a cool alt.
He looks
I
That's about it.
I'm really enjoying the bird audio, to be honest.
That turned out very well.
I don't know what about it. Maybe it's just a flight of fancy or something, but I'm really enjoying it.
It's got some like resonance to it, not quite an echo, but like it sounds like you're surrounded by him, right? That's fun.
I can't wait to, like, the last thing that I hear is just a bunch of birds going caw, caw.
Caw.
Well, and there you have it. Those
I mean,
are all the
realistically, like, who are they
skins
going to give
for the RWBY
Yang to?
crossover.
Like,
Once
apart from
again,
Yamani?
the
Like,
main
what other
four
character in the
RWBY
game would have
crossover
been,
pass
like, the same as
viable
Amani,
would
like,
be
similar to
Salem
Yang?
and Crow
I don't think there is any other
available
better options. That's the
for,
problem.
direct purchase.
I think Smite actually
And that
executed the
brings us
characters
to
a lot
the
better.
end
The
of
only
our
one that actually
show.
makes sense for Paladins is Vora.
How do you guys feel
All
about
the
this
other ones
update?
are kind of just kind of matched into the game because they don't really have like actual characters that really fit. The only one that actually truly fits any of the RWBY characters is Vora.
Change, I think, is exciting, and the RWBY crossover is just awesome. I'm pretty stoked.
I know we were only able to touch on
I think Smite did it better, but that's just because they have a lot more gods to choose from. So they had a lot more options to choose from.
And provide feedback. That's going to be super important for us.
Is that it? Is that all we're getting?
I don't know when
no new map, no new champion.
As soon as possible, as always.
What else? There's nothing else.
Sure that it's open for you guys. We'll message it out on socials, so keep track of that. But I'm pretty hyped. I thought the RWBY crossover turned out really well. And like I said before, I'm super hyped for all these changes coming with this update. So
I think Weiss and Vora are the best skins. The other two are kind of eh. And even then, like I don't know why they didn't update their walking animations. Like why does Weiss float the exact same as Furia? You think you would have updated that so she actually walks, not floats? Same with Yang. Like she the way she walks looks exactly like Amani. It doesn't fit Yang at all. They didn't update that either.
Awesome. Make sure to give us your feedback. Have a fantastic rest of the day, rest of the week, and we'll see you in the realm.
Let's see if the patch notes are up real quick. Let's see if the patch notes are up now, since the stream's done. They should be up. They aren't. There is no patch notes. Where are the patch notes? I can tell you guys right now, though, like, just from all the shit we got, like, this is gonna be a fucking boring update. Gonna be boring. An event pass isn't enough. I'm sorry, an event pass is not enough content on a shitty TDM map rework. I'm sorry, that's not enough. We need new champions. Those of you guys that are bitching and complaining about new champions every patch, look at how little content we do not have if there's no new champion. No new champion, we have barely anything. 5 skins, 6 skins, and then a little bit of balance. That's about it. And this is a mid-season patch, too. This is supposed to be a mid-season patch. There's no patch notes up for whatever reason. Where are the patch notes? Where are the patch notes? Where are the patch notes? There's no patch notes. I mean, those of you guys that like Vora, she's an instant unlock. That's confirmed. She's an instant unlock for the new Battle Pass. So there you go. If you just want the Vora skin for Ruby Rose. Level 8, level 9 is Yang. Level 19 is Sati. Okay, here we go. We finally got patch notes, everybody. We finally got the patch notes just posted right now, live. Right now. Right now, the patch notes are up. Okay. Let's see what we got. There's nothing else on stream, so I'm just going to still keep streaming, but there's not going to be anything in the background. Let's see what we got here. Is there anything else? Like, is there actually anything else apart from Event Pass? Let's see what other balance changes we got. What are the balance? Doesn't say the cost of the Event Pass either. Doesn't say that, probably. Doesn't say any cost. It doesn't say the cost. It doesn't say the cost of the Event Pass. That's sus. That's real sus. I don't know. Animated avatar, like there isn't really even anything here that's good. We got a Ray emote, guys. Holy shit, we're getting a Ray emote and a Vora MVP pose in the Trials of the Realm. There's nothing here. There is nothing here. I mean, the new Lilith can be purchased directly or behind a chest. That's about 800 gems. 800 crystals. There you go. What balance do we have? I'm just going to skip to the balance. Where is the balance? What else do we get? Haven, Veteran. They're buffing Veteran. Do they not know how to... They're buffing Veteran, okay. Do they not play their own game? They actually reworked Provision. Provision got an entire rework. Oh yeah, I would show it on stream, but I can't because I have this locked into one screen. So if I go out, my entire stream will end. So I have it so it's locked, and if I exit this screen, the stream will end up ending. So I have it locked on the screen. That's the only way I can stream like this, at least for right now. I don't know. I'll be doing a patch notes video too here in probably a little bit. Now that we have patch notes, I'll probably throw that out later today. So. But Provision's getting an entire rework to like a movement speed card. I still don't know if that's going to be any good. Betty La Bomba's getting buffed. Holy shit, guys. Betty La Bomba's getting buffed. And they increased her reload speed by 10%. Still garbage. Sorry, she's still going to be bad. She's still going to be bad. They reworked Megaton. Okay. That's bad. They reworked Megaton. Everybody on the AOC that's been wanting a Megaton rework, you guys are awful. Why they listen to you guys, I don't know. That was one of the worst balance changes from the AOC. Reworked one of her best cards into something that's useless. Blast shot radius. Wow, who's going to use that? Useless card now. Thanks, AOC. For some reason, Corvus is getting a bunch of card changes. I don't know if they're actually nerfs or if they're actually... I don't know why they're nerfing him or even changing anything with him. Why are they actually... Shadow Tribunal, Price of Salvation... I don't even know what half these cards are. I'd have to check. They buffed. Dredge got buffed. That's cool. Dredge got some huge buffs. Some Eevee card buffs. Fernando got some card buffs. Hot Pursuit no longer has an internal cooldown. That's cool. Okay, they buffed. Fury is getting buffed. They buffed Solar Blessings back to being 3,000 health per second instead of 2,000. So they buffed that back to what it was, pretty much. That's great. And no, it doesn't say any of the cost. It just says direct purchase. I'm assuming probably 800 crystals. That's usually what it is. Or 900. Grover. What is there anything for Octavia here? Genos. They increased the damage of time and space. Okay. They buffed the damage on Genosalt by 250. Okay. Kinesi got nerfed into the ground. Koga. They buffed Koga. No Lex nerfs. L. Huge L. Huge L. They actually increased the range. Lilith got a huge buff. They increased the range on Bloodhex. That's one thing everybody's been asking for. That's a huge buff. By 10. Up to 95. That's huge. Octavia. They nerfed Octavia, guys. Holy shit. It won't matter, though. They didn't nerf her enough. They didn't nerf her enough. They didn't nerf her enough. The nerfs will do nothing. I can tell right now they're going to do nothing. They're gonna do nothing. Subservience got reworked into even more useless talent. That's not even better. It's actually worse. Okay. Just like I predicted. Whatever. I don't know. There's not really much else here. Wow, they buffed Strix, guys. They gave him an extra 150 health. That's the only thing they can give him. Garbage. You know, we've been bitching and complaining about 7 too, and you guys want to know what they did to 7? They buffed 7. They buffed him. We've been bitching and complaining how annoying he is, and he got buffed. They buffed almost everything about him. Okay. But they play their own game, right? They play their own game. They made it so you can shoot his grenades now, though. That's the one thing we wanted. We didn't need anything else. They buffed everything else, but they made it so we can shoot his grenades. So now he's going to be even better, but now we can shoot his grenades. There's nothing in here. There's Victor, like there's no Maeve changes. Maeve never got any buffs or any changes. Vivian got some buffs. Vora got nerfed again. Vora got nerfed again. Yagrith got buffed. They're finally buffing Yagrith. Life Exchange got buffed. That's their big change. Their big change to Ying was giving you a 3-second reduced cooldown on your shatter if you miss. That is the buff. That is their huge buff for Ying. Wow. What a letdown. Yeah, nothing for Terminus either. There's nothing for Terminus. No Lex nerfs. There's Octavia nerfs, but they aren't enough to actually do anything. She's still going to be just as good. No Sati nerfs. There is no Maeve buffs. Maeve never got buffed. No Terminus, like I said, no Terminus stuff. There's a bunch of other shit that's missing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. But I should have a patch notes like discussion and breakdown video up probably later today. So I'm gonna have that up. I'll leave this stream up for anybody that wants to watch like the entire stream or didn't have time to watch it, or if it's not on the Twitch channel for whatever reason, hopefully they find this. Or anybody that missed the stream and wants to watch it later today, I'll probably throw this up. But I should have a patch notes breakdown video going out later today, so keep an eye on the channel for that. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and I'll see you guys later.